believe that if everyone would be paid the same, it just wouldn't work as well as it does today. The question about salary level was raised by Karl Marx, the founder of communism. As we see it, many years of studying should in the end result in a higher salary. Studying gives you more knowledge, and knowledge makes you perform better at work. Most students take loans while they're studying, and that's also a very good reason for a high salary, just to be able to pay them back in the end. If you're the head of a company, you're taking responsibility for your colleagues and for the financial result. Then you should definitely be paid more than the others not taking this responsibility. It should also be worthwhile to work hard on the job. If everyone would be paid the same, the power of working hard will be gone, and the company's success will go down. If the success of the companies go down, no one would want to invest in Sweden. If everyone is paid the same, people will try to get out of the country to find jobs with better salaries, especially people with more experience and knowledge. Without these people, the companies will have even less success, and in the end, no one would want to invest in Sweden at all. Let me give you 2 examples of the salary level. Let's say that 2 teachers want the same job. They've got the same education, but one of them has been working for another school for many years. The one that has the most experience should definitely be paid more. And let's say you have an experience and knowledge that very few have, then you should be able to demand a higher salary. Maybe, as you realize now, everything is about supply and demand. If you want the labor market to work, you need to pay people a different amount of money if they have different education, knowledge and experience. Thank you.
Do you believe that people are of the same value?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Do you believe that it's fair that 90% of all money in the entire world belongs to 2% of the population?
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay. That's it. You said that knowledge makes you perform better, but if you have like a school assignment and you study and you study, but you really don't care anything, it's so boring, you won't do very well because you need passion, and that is...
We think everyone should be paid the same because if everyone were paid the same, it would reduce the gaps in the world. Out of all the money in the world, 90% belongs to 2% of the population, which is no good statistics. We think that everyone should be paid the same because everyone is equally worth, so why not put it that way every day through salary? If everyone were paid the same, people would work with something they like. Some people work as lawyers or accountants just for the money. Their biggest passion in life are maybe baking, but because of the low salary that job gives, they work with something they hate just to get rich. And if everyone were paid the same, the unemployment would reduce and more adults would have a real job, and that leads to less child labor. More children in countries like China or in Africa will have a real childhood. And if everyone were paid the same, people wouldn't be discriminated. A woman can't get less paid because she's a woman, and a black person can't earn less money because of who they are. In that way, no one can be discriminated at or outside work. And if everyone were paid the same, we believe that the world will be a better place and more fair.
Do you believe that the head doctor of a hospital should be paid the same as a lazy cleaner?
Yes.
Okay. Are you familiar with communism?
Yes.
Do you think these thoughts reflect communism?
We don't think that communism has anything to do in this specific question. It's just a matter of opinion. It's not about what you believe in politics or
Well, communism is the thought that everyone would be paid the same and they would bring down the rich capitalism. Isn't that what you want?
Are you trying to call us communists? Because we're not communists, we're socialists, and that's the difference.
Okay. If you want to get an education, you often have to take loans. How would you expect to pay these very expensive loans if everyone was paid the same?
That they can pay back, because...
Well, it would take a lot longer for something they may be studying for like 7 years for.
Yeah.
But maybe if they care so much about what they study, maybe it's worth.
Okay. Since lawyer seems to be such a boring job, wouldn't there be like a decrease in lawyers because it's so boring?
Maybe some people like it.
Well, some people, they kind of need like a lot of people to be lawyers because it's a very important job.
There's many people in the world.
And there's a lot of people that is interested in lawyer-ish.
Do you like expensive things?
We like it, but we don't need it.
But you still like it.
Yes.
And it's same for jobs, because you have to like a job.
Yeah.
Well, you like things, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you expect to buy these pretty expensive things when the market is down and everybody makes the same?
Maybe I can live without it, or maybe I can save, and then I can buy it, and then I'll be maybe even more happy because I really fought and tried hard to get this expensive thing.
How would you expect the transition from everybody like a rich boss making a lot of money? How would you expect the transition when he finds out that he's gonna make a lot less money? Wouldn't you think there would be like a revolution or maybe a world war?
Maybe he will be kind of mad at first, but then he will understand that it's a good idea because everyone are worth the same, and then he will accept it.
But what if he doesn't?
Then he has a problem.
There are always egos in the world, and they won't change.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
still-
expect everyone to accept your idea, because they are already set in their ways with their big house and their pool. So that would just bring up more discrimination and ill will to the world.
And yes, there will be egos, but there still are people who doesn't like the way society works, and you can't please everyone because everyone has a different opinion.